You are the only sign in the Zodiac that lived 11 full lives before you were born into this one. Pisces, you are the final chapter of the human story. You are the one who carries the deep cellular memory of the fire of Aries, the earth of Taurus, and the air of Gemini. You carry the grief, the joy, and the lessons of every sign that came before you on the great wheel. People see you and they see a dreamer. They see someone who is soft, gentle, or perhaps a little lost in the clouds. But they don't see the ancient, heavy weight you carry. They don't see the relentless psychic static you have to filter through your nervous system every single second of every single day. Being a Pisces is not a hobby, and it is not a personality trait. It is a high-level spiritual assignment. You are a human sponge in a world that is constantly spilling dark ink. You are the emotional filter for everyone you love, and often for people you don't even know. Today, we are going to look deeper than ever before into the deep, dark, and beautiful waters of your mind. We are going to explore the 20 psychological facts that make a Pisces who they really are. Most of these are secrets you've never told anyone, not because you wanted to hide them, but because you didn't think there were words for them in any human language. We are going to look at why you ghost the people you love most, why you are obsessed with the exit, and why you often feel like a ghost in your own house. And for those of you who stay with me until the very end of our journey today, I'm going to share the Neptune key. This is the single most important psychological truth about your sign, the one that explains exactly why you feel like you belong to another dimension entirely. Once you understand this, you will never feel crazy or too much again. Let's start at the bottom of the ocean. Let's start with the things you see when your eyes are closed. 20. The mirroring reflex. The first thing you must understand about the Pisces mind is that it has no natural psychological skin. While other signs have walls, you have a membrane. Psychologically, you are a living mirror. When you walk into a room, you don't just see the people there, you actually become them. If the person standing next to you in line is anxious, your heart starts to race for no reason. If the person across the table is sad, you feel a lump in your throat. This is a survival mechanism and a divine gift at the same time. You mirror people to make them feel safe, but the cost is that you often lose your own shape in the process. You forget where they end and where you begin. This is why you feel so profoundly exhausted after a simple grocery store trip or a day at the office. You didn't just buy milk or file papers. You absorbed the lives, the regrets, and the energies of 50 different strangers. You are exhausted because you've been living 50 lives at once. 19. The ghost strategy. When a Pisces feels overwhelmed by the hard world, they do not argue. They do not fight back with words or weapons. They simply evaporate. Psychologically, you have a ghost strategy. If a situation becomes too loud, too harsh, or too real, you retreat instantly into your internal world. To the outside observer, you look like you are still there, you are nodding, you are smiling, but your soul has left the building. You might be staring at someone while they talk, but you are actually imagining a house by the sea 3,000 miles away, or reliving a memory from 5 years ago. This is how you survive. You go where the hammers of the world cannot reach you. The problem is that sometimes you stay gone for so long that the people who love you feel they are talking to a shell. You aren't being cold, you are just protecting your light from the wind. 18. The addiction to potential. A Pisces rarely falls in love with who a person is in the present moment. They fall in love with who that person could be if they were healed. Psychologically, you see the light inside everyone. You see the broken child hidden behind the angry man. You see the secret saint inside the liar. This is why you stay in bad relationships for too long. You aren't dating a human being. You are dating a possibility. You believe with every fiber of your soul that if you just love them enough, if you provide enough water for their dessert, they will finally become the beautiful version of themselves that you see in your visions. You are the only sign that can fall in love with a ghost and be perfectly happy for a year before realizing there is nothing to hold on to. 17, the psychic static. Your brain is a high-powered radio that is always turned on, and it is tuned to every single station at the same time. Psychologically, Pisces suffers from psychic static. You are constantly receiving the thoughts, the unspoken fears, and the collective dreams of everyone around you. This is the real reason you have mood swings that make no sense to your partner. You can be perfectly happy one minute and then suddenly feel a crushing wave of grief. It isn't your grief, it's a vibration you picked up from the air, or from a headline, or from a person walking past you. You have to learn the difficult art of spiritual hygiene, learning the difference between your own heartbeat and the weather of the world. If you don't, you will spend your life drowning in oceans that aren't yours. 16, the need for the exit. Every Pisces needs to know where the door is. Whether it is a party, a new job, or a marriage, you need to feel an escape hatch. Psychologically, the feeling of being trapped or boxed in is the ultimate nightmare for your sign. You can stay in one house for 50 years and be perfectly content, but only as long as you know in your heart that you could leave tomorrow if you wanted to. This need for an exit is what makes you seem flaky or unreliable to signs like Taurus or Capricorn, but it is actually what keeps you sane. You are a creature of the open sea. You cannot live in a tank with a lid on it, no matter how much gold is at the bottom. 15, homesickness for heaven. Psychologically, Pisces is the sign that is closest to the other side. Many of you carry a strange, lingering, and beautiful memory of the time before you were born. You feel a deep homesickness for a place you've never been in this life. This is why you are so drawn to music, to art, and to the mystical. These things are reminders of the place your soul actually comes from, a place without edges, without pain, and without separation. You spend your whole life trying to recreate the peace of the infinite. This makes you a beautiful artist and a compassionate friend, but it makes the real world of traffic, taxes, and noise feel very cold and very lonely. 14, the truth blurring habit. A Pisces doesn't lie to be mean or to manipulate. They blur the truth to make it more beautiful and less painful. Psychologically, you find the hard truth to be too sharp, like a jagged piece of glass. You use soft language and vague answers to protect yourself and others from the sharp edges of reality. You live in a world of nuance. To you, a fact is just one tiny version of the story. You believe that the feeling of a situation is much more true than the facts of it. This makes you the ultimate poet and storyteller, but it can drive logic signs absolutely crazy. They want a yes or a no, and you give them a perhaps in a certain light. You aren't being dishonest, you are just seeing more colors than they are. 13, the emotional sponge reset. Because you absorb everyone else's energy, you need to squeeze the sponge regularly to survive. Psychologically, this looks like rotting or hibernating. You need days, sometimes weeks, where you do absolutely nothing. You stay in bed, you watch the same old movies, you stare at the wall. To a world obsessed with productivity, this looks like laziness or depression. But for a Pisces, this is a system reset. You are purging the energies, the voices, and the static you've picked up from the world. If a Pisces doesn't get their reset time, they will eventually have a physical or mental breakdown. Your doing nothing is actually the most important life-saving work you do. It is how you stay in your body. 12, the secret sharpness. Don't let the soft eyes and the dreamy smile fool you. Psychologically, a Pisces is incredibly, almost terrifyingly sharp. Because you observe the world from a detached spiritual perspective, you see the tricks people are playing long before they do. You know when someone is lying before they even finish the sentence. You see the power games, the ego traps, and the hidden agendas. You usually don't say anything because you don't want the conflict, and you feel sorry for them. But make no mistake, you know exactly what is happening. A Pisces knows everything about everyone in the room, but they tell almost nothing. Your silence is your power. 11, the love of the underdog. Psychologically, the Pisces heart is a powerful magnet for the broken, the addict, and the loner. You are drawn to the people that society has thrown away or misunderstood. This is because, at your core, you feel like a misfit in the material world. You feel alien here, so you find kinship with those who have been rejected by the system. You are the sanctuary for the soul that has nowhere else to go. This is your greatest spiritual strength, but it is also where you get hurt the most. You try to wash the world's feet, and sometimes the world just steps on you. 10. The identity flux. Who are you today? A Pisces often changes their entire personality based on who they are currently spending time with. Psychologically, you have an identity flux. You are a chameleon. If you are with an artist, you become the ultimate artist. If you are with a scientist, you become deeply analytical. This isn't being fake or two-faced. It is your incredible ability to tune in to the frequency of the other person. The danger is that when you are finally alone, you sometimes look in the mirror and think, who is actually in there? You have to work harder than any other sign to find your own solid ground and your own authentic voice. 9. The fear of being normal. The thought of a 9-to-5 life with a predictable routine and a retirement plan is a psychological death sentence for a Pisces. You are terrified of being ordinary. You need your life to have a mythic or magical quality. You want to feel like you are part of a grand, ancient, cosmic story. If your life becomes too routine, you will subconsciously start to self-sabotage just to create some drama or magic to make you feel alive again. You would rather be a tragic hero or a starving artist than a successful, boring person. You are looking for meaning, not just security. 8. Sensory overload. Your 5 senses are turned up to 11 at all times. Psychologically, you suffer from intense environmental sensitivity. A certain smell can bring back a memory from 20 years ago so strongly it makes you cry in the middle of a store. A loud, sharp noise can feel like a physical blow to your chest. You are a high-resolution being living in a very low-resolution, harsh world. This is why you are so incredibly picky about your nest. You need your home to be a sensory sanctuary, soft lights, soft fabrics, and total control over the noise. Without this sanctuary, your nervous system will eventually fry like an overloaded circuit. 7. The time travel brain. A Pisces does not live in a linear timeline like the rest of the world. Psychologically, your brain is circular. You are constantly reliving the past and pre-living the future. You can feel the grief of a mistake you made 10 years ago, as if it is happening right this second. You are the sign of nostalgia. You keep old letters, old pressed flowers, and old digital photos, as if they are living things that still need to be fed. You are the archive of the Zodiac. You carry the past with you, which makes you very wise, but it also makes it very hard for you to stay in the now. 6. The martyr trap. You have a deep psychological urge to save everyone around you. You often feel like you have to suffer so that others don't have to. This is the martyr trap. You will take on the blame for something you didn't do, or take on the extra work for a lazy coworker, because you think you can handle the burden better than they can. But you are human, even if your soul feels infinite. You have to learn that saving yourself is not selfish. It is the only way to truly be of service to anyone else. You cannot pour from an empty, cracked cup. 5. The creative channel. A Pisces doesn't create art in the way others do. They channel it. Psychologically, you often feel like your best ideas come from somewhere else. You get a download, a poem, a melody, a solution, and you just write it down. You are the medium for the universe. This is why you are often so humble about your immense talents. You feel like the beauty doesn't belong to you. It just passed through you on its way to the world. You are the flute that the wind of the divine blows through. When you stop trying to control your art and just let it happen, you become a genius. 4. The boundary confusion. No is the hardest word for a Pisces to say. Psychologically, your boundaries are made of mist and moonlight. You feel like saying no is a form of violence or rejection. You don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, So you say yes to everyone until you are literally drowning in obligations. Then you use fact number 19, the ghost strategy, to vanish when it all becomes too much. Learning to build iron boundaries is your primary life lesson in this incarnation. You have to realize that a no to a toxic person is a yes to your own life force. 3, the attraction to mystery. You are bored by the obvious and the shallow. Psychologically, you are intensely attracted to the hidden and the dark. You love a person with a secret history. You love a house that feels like it has stories in the walls. You love a spirituality that is mystical and unexplained. You are looking for the magic hidden behind the matter. If a situation is too clear, too clinical, and too simple, you will lose interest in a heartbeat. You want the deep water. You want the things that science can't explain, but your heart knows is true. 2, the relationship merge and vanishing into the other. When you love someone, you don't just date them, you merge with them. Psychologically, you want to lose the boundaries of your ego in the other person. You want to know their soul, their childhood wounds, and their secret dreams. This is total intimacy, and it is beautiful, but it is also your greatest danger. If the relationship ends, you feel like you have lost a physical part of your body. You have to learn how to love without vanishing. You have to learn how to be two separate boats sailing on the same vast ocean. 1, the dimensional traveler. We have reached the absolute heart of the Pisces soul. The number 1 psychological fact that few people know, and even fewer truly understand, is that you are never fully here in this world. Psychologically, a Pisces is a dimensional traveler. Only about 40% of your consciousness is focused on the physical world of schedules, chores, and facts. The other 60% is focused on what I call the imaginal realm, the world of archetypes, spirits, music, and the collective soul. This is the Neptune key. This is why you trip over your own feet while walking. This is why you forget your keys even though they are in your hand. This is why you lose track of 4 hours in what felt like 5 minutes. You are trying to navigate a narrow physical world while your eyes are looking at a much larger spiritual one. You aren't clumsy, stupid, or lazy. You are just operating on a much larger map than everyone else. The real world is just a thin, transparent layer for you. Underneath it, you see the ocean of energy. Once you accept that you are a spirit having a human experience, everything in your life will finally make sense. You will stop trying to be normal and start being mystical. You are the bridge between the worlds, and that is a miracle, not a flaw. Now let's explain the architecture of the Piscean heart and the survival guide for 2026. Now that we have explored these 20 facts, we have to talk about how to actually survive as a Pisces in the year 2026. The world is getting faster, louder, and more digitized. For a sign that naturally absorbs every vibration, this can feel like a war zone. You must understand your own psychic architecture to stay healthy. The sacred necessity of water. You are a water sign, but it is deeper than a metaphor. Psychologically, you need to be near actual water to ground your energy. The ocean, a rushing river, or even just a long salt bath acts as a magnetic filter for your aura. It washes away the static of the world. If you are feeling crazy, heavy, or blurred, go to the water. It will pull the other people's energy out of your body like a magnet. The power of the secret life. Every Pisces must have a secret life. This doesn't mean you are doing anything wrong or hiding a lie. It means you have a world, a garden, a room, a journal, a dream project that nobody else, not even your partner, is allowed to enter. This is your internal anchor. If you give everything to the world, you will have nothing left to hold you to the earth. Your secrets are your strength. They are the parts of you that the world can't touch, judge, or change. Here's why others struggle to love you. People love Pisces. They are drawn to your warmth, but they often struggle to understand you. They try to treat you like a rock, Taurus, or a fire, Aries, but you are fog. They want you to be predictable, but you are ruled by the moon and Neptune. You are a tide. You go in and you go out, you have phases. They want you to be logical, but you are intuitive. You don't have reasons for your choices. You have visions. When they ask why, and you say, I just felt it, they feel insecure. The biggest clash happens when people try to fix you. They see your reset time, fact number 13, and they think you are depressed. They try to get you out of the house to cheer you up. They don't realize they are actually interrupting your spiritual dialysis. If you are a partner of a Pisces, the best thing you can do is hold the shore. Don't try to pull them out of the mist before they are ready. Just stand on the shore and wait for them to come back. And when they do come back, they will bring you pearls from the deep that no other sign could ever find. Let's see the evolution of the Pisces soul. A Pisces in their 20s is often a sponge. They are overwhelmed. They are often struggling with fact number 4, boundaries, and fact number 11, underdogs. They get lost in broken people and feel like they are constantly drowning. A Pisces in their 40s and 50s becomes the ocean. They have finally learned how to use their high sensitivity as a professional tool rather than a burden. They have learned fact number 12, secret sharpness. They become the wise healer, the master artist, or the quiet visionary. They stop drowning in the world and start flowing through it. The goal for every Pisces watching this is to move from escapism to transcendence. Escapism is using the ghost strategy to run away from life. Transcendence is using your creative channel to bring a higher beauty into the world. You aren't here to escape the world, Pisces. You are here to remind the world that it is part of something much bigger, much older, and much more beautiful than it realizes. In 2026 shift, the end of the martyr occurs. As we move through March 2026, your sign is going through a massive, once-in-a-lifetime change. Your ruling planet, Neptune, is moving to the very final degrees of your sign. This is the end of the great cycle. Psychologically, you are feeling a deep completion. You are finally letting go of the martyr identity. You are realizing that you do not have to hurt to be holy. You are realizing that your sensitivity is not a curse you have to apologize for. 2026 is the year you finally build the iron anchor for your mist. You are becoming the grounded mystic. The world needs you more than ever right now. The world is full of hammers and noise, and it is starting to realize that it needs water. It needs your compassion, your vision, and your ability to see the soul inside the system. You are the medicine the world is looking for. Here I give you advice for the dreamer. If you are a Pisces watching this, I want to give you 3 psychic tasks for this month. 1, practice the golden shield meditation. Every morning before you look at your phone, imagine a thin shield of golden light around your skin. Tell your subconscious, I see everything, I feel everything, but I absorb nothing that is not mine. This will help you manage fact number 20. 2, follow the creativity path. Even if you don't think you are a professional artist, do something useless and beautiful this week. Paint a rock, write a poem, and burn it. This feeds fact number 5 and keeps your soul connected to its home dimension. 3, honor the no. Say no to one thing this week that you would normally say yes to just to be nice. Notice the physical strength it gives you in your spine. You are building your bones. The return to the deep. We have traveled through the 20 psychological secrets of the Piscean heart today. We have seen the mist, the shadows, the silence, and the underwater stars. If you are a Pisces and you felt this reading in your very marrow today, I want you to go to the comments right now and type, I am the bridge. Let the other dreamers know they aren't alone in the deep water. If you love a Pisces, go to the comments and type, thank you for the pearls. Let them know you see the magic they bring back from the dark. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our family here. We are going to be diving deep into the psychology of every sign all year long. And I want you to have the map for the journey ahead in 2026. Remember, Pisces, you aren't too much for the world. The world is just too small for you. Expand your heart, hold your anchor, and keep swimming. Stay mystical, stay deep, stay you.